Basement Bookers Podcast.
What's up? It's your boys, Basement Bookers Podcast. Welcome to Wrestle Dream review episode.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, take 3. So this is the third take. You may notice in this episode it's a bit bleak, but your boy has been dealing with issues of the mind, maladies of the mind, for a long time, and sometimes you could keep the dam and the dam holds. It holds fast, but it's a fragile dam. It's been around for a long time, and we should fix it. I don't know what to do about the dam. The dam just breaks sometimes, and damn, it broke. And we still had to record because Rich had scheduling uh, conflicts for later, so we had to record earlier in the week, and I did my best. And it may not seem that way, but damn it, I did. And I'm still working through some stuff, but I hope this finds you well and you'll forgive. I'm only human, and I'm a very flawed human. There's really nothing else I could say about that, but I am still your basement champion, regardless of how flawed I am. I could still every now and again predict correct things. So there. Here's the rest of the episode. And once again, I'm sorry to everybody, but here it is. We're going to talk about Wrestle Dream. I saw Dynamite. I didn't see the end of it. Uh, with me, as always, Rich the Riz, the most Rizest baldest man, and he's going to take you through, and we're going to go through this together.
All right. Excited about Wrestle Dream? No, I didn't see it. I haven't seen Dynamite, but I'm going to see it. Parts of it, probably, at some point. I think I'm excited for that. First match was on the buy-in. We had Atlantis Jr. defending his ROH World title against Brian Cage. Brian Cage won by pinfall. We had that called correctly. So Brian Cage is the new ROH World TV champion, even though they don't have TV.
It's huge. Congratulations, Brian Cage.
We had Anna Jay versus Harley Cameron. I almost said Harley Quinn. I keep doing that. We didn't have that on the Wikipedia last week, so we didn't discuss it. It was not predicted.
Well, it's fine because we didn't have Osprey and his in the first times, and this is just a buy-in. Nobody cares about the buy-in, really.
Right. Anna Jay won. Also on the buy-in, we had the Acclaimed defeating MXM with Rico.
Yep, that's great. It's good. Just bring in someone which most of your audience don't even know they weren't alive for him. But it was great to see him. What amazing! Wow, they should have put that on the card. It should have been right before the main event. And I don't know why they didn't make a bigger deal out of it. It's probably because no one gave a shit.
Facts. Yeah, it was originally not listed as a buy-in match, but it was still not even the main event on the buy-in.
Well, I didn't know Barrians had main events.
Well, the last match on it's going to be the so-called main event. So-called main event of the buy-in was the 8-man tag match, which saw the conglomeration of Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly teaming with the Outrunners, defeating Dark Order and the Premier Athletes. So Alex Reynolds, John Silver, Ari Daivari, and Tony Nese, with Rocky Romero, Smart Mark Sterling, Josh Woods, and Evil Uno all at ringside, backing their various guys. And that's clearly Tony Khan's way to get like 11 people paid for one match.
You need to pay everybody. You need to give them money. You need to launder the money somehow, and this is how you do it. Not all the money goes where you need it to go. He's a businessman. He's a business professional.
That's right. The opening match on Wrestle Dream proper had Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White. Jay White won this match.
Wow. Jay White didn't win this match by himself. He had the spirit of his friends in his heart and revenge and the many men that he hangs out with wherever at the beach, bathhouse, sweat lodge, or the club, and that's
Bang,
great
bang,
for
gang.
him. Yep, right where you need it to be.
Yep. Next up, we had Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale. This one we got right. Mariah May defeated Willow Nightingale to retain the AEW Women's World Championship.
What a miracle! I couldn't believe she pulled it off. It was tough going at first. Really, there was no chance anything different was going to happen here. I don't know why they did it. No pop. Honestly, they didn't even have questions for her at the press conference afterwards. So things are going well.
Right. Right. Real well for Mariah May. She was in the top 10, PWI 500.
Yeah, that means a lot. It's amazing.
That's
She's in
tremendous.
yeah, Athena's in number 10
Mhm.
and she's a champion of a show with no TV. Well, Roxanne's at 11 and she's been on TV and more people watch NXT than they do Ring of Honor. So I want to know okay, because you have the belt. Could you just hold on to a belt? Could you hold on to the belt? How many times you defend it? I don't know. I don't know when you defended it. This is like Hulk Hogan in the back in the day,
Yeah.
except nobody's watching, and that's not her fault. It's just
They don't
it
have
is what it
TV.
is.
Hmm. Now,
I'm not saying that she's Roxanne's not better than her. Maybe
mm,
she is. She probably is, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand how this gets checked. But Bianca Belair is not even in the top 10.
which is crazy.
So.
But simply between Athena and Roxanne Perez, I agree with Athena being higher, ranked higher than Roxanne because Athena's in
Because
ring
you
work.
don't like Roxanne.
I don't like Roxanne, but here's the difference between the two specifically. Like, I think Athena's in ring work is better than Roxanne's, and I think Athena's mic work is better than Roxanne's. Those are the two of the top like uh factors that should be considered.
How would I know? How would I know if Roxanne is if Athena's better on the mic? How do I know? Like when can I see her? When does she talk? When does she talk? What can you tell me?
I think they're on
Can you
YouTube
name her
somewhere.
top promos that you're talking about she's a better talker than Roxanne?
Nope.
Okay, so there's no evidence and it's just that you don't like Roxanne. And that's
I there
okay. Just say you
this
don't like Roxanne and you're fine with this. It's okay. It's
I
fine.
don't like Roxanne, and I'm fine with this.
All right, there you go. That's it. You don't have to go around making
But
excuses.
I'm sure I could find evidence on YouTube, which is where ROH has their TV.
I mean, if you were ready for this, you would have had that and you would have been able to tell me, but you weren't ready.
You
You
are
weren't
correct.
ready to defend Athena against Roxanne. You
Nope.
know,
Nope.
I could defend Roxanne because I only know what I see of Roxanne. I don't know, and it's fine. Everybody could be like, "Oh, you just watch WWE." Well, yeah, because they have TV. I mean, I can't watch Ring of Honor because I have to go the extra mile to watch Ring of Honor. Make
Yep.
it easier for me, and I'll do it.
Yeah, put them on TBS or at like 11:05 or something.
Just put it on HBO Max. Oh, but you can't do that because don't really move numbers, but that's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
Okay.
Next up, we had for the TNT Championship, Jack Perry versus Shibata. We both picked Jack Perry. We were right here because it's not yet time to take the TNT title off of the scapegoat.
He's just Jack Perry. Good for him.
Just
Like
Jack.
I honestly don't care. I don't care about him. I don't get it. I don't understand what their storylines are here. This so everybody works for Moxley and we're just living in it.
Yeah.
No one watched Dynamite except for me. I was the only one that watched Dynamite. I watched Dynamite. I didn't
Mhm.
get to finish Dynamite because it finishes late. It finishes late. It runs over.
Mhm.
It overruns. It goes past the time. It goes past 10 o'clock. I have it set to 10 o'clock. It went over. So I don't know if Switchblade Gay White beat Christian Cage. I don't know that. And a lot of people will know that. And they're going to find out in the future. But me, I don't know. I couldn't tell you who won it. I couldn't tell you who won between Private Party and was it Private Party and no, they came in later because they wanted a rematch against the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks, it doesn't work for them, brother.
Right.
And when Moxley came out with the Blackpool Comedy Club and they beat up everybody,
Mhm.
the EVPs were just out there just watching, and it looked like they were scared. Maybe I don't
Mm.
know. It depends because I don't know what a wide-eyed Nicholas Jackson or Matt Jackson means. I don't know what that means. But it looks like Moxley, he thinks everybody's entitled in AEW and all this, and I don't know, he's gonna beat everybody up. Is that how you fix things? And does having a championship mean you're in charge? Did Tony Khan advocate all his duties to Moxley, or is it just whoever says they're in charge, they are in charge? I don't know. I don't know how it works in AEW. Be easier if you saw it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to do here. So we can just go on to the next match. And
It, de- it's definitely a case of the inmates running the asylum here. Mox and Maria Shafir and Blackpool Comedy Club, they're just run wild like crazy, and bags and duct tape and all that.
wow.
Next up on Wrestle Dream, we had Konosuke Takeshita defeat Will Ospreay and Ricochet. We both had Takeshita here. Takeshita is the new AEW International Champion. Congratulations, Takeshita, finally getting your first singles title in AEW.
Osprey, if somebody hits you with the head with a screwdriver, you should sell. Like I get you don't want to sell like wrestling moves. That's your job. That's fine. You just want to flip around with Ricochet, like at each other and around each other. That's why he won. He won because you're busy flipping around at each other. And I'm glad that Fletcher took care of you. But when he hits you with that screwdriver, I want you to act like it hurt, like
Yeah,
really hurt, or something. Register something.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what to
That
do
that
there.
that's an important thing. That's like wrestling 101. You get hit, you sell it.
That's right.
Simple formula there. Next up, though, 2 out of 3 falls. Hologram defeating the Beast Mortos 2-1. It's exactly what we called. It's exactly how we said it would happen. 2-1. I'm sure Beast Mortos threw Hologram around a bunch. Hologram with the speed and the athleticism and the agility defeating the Beast Mortos.
He's not even real.
I know
He's
it's a
not even
hologram.
real.
It's a hologram, like Tupac.
Yep.
That was a thing. After that, we had singles match: Darby Allin versus Brody King. Darby Allin won. We thought Brody was going to win this, but
Yeah.
no, went to Darby.
I mean, Darby Allin is going to be the hero of AEW. So you're going to have to keep him clean. He's going to be the one that they're pushing around here to actually stop Moxley. That he'll lead the AEW faithful, the
Mm.
Dark Orders of the world, the Orange Cassidys of the world to take on the BCC and free us all and come down. He's going to come down. He's going to come down from the rafters with his autographed Sting baseball bat, just like when Sting came and he fought the NWO. That's going to be Darby Allin's role there.
It stings, Bat and Darby.
Yep.
All right. Well, he's a pillar. He's been named a pillar. He's being treated as a pillar. Okay. I should probably see the match. and I'm sure it'll make sense in canon with the storyline that they're telling. But a lot of Darby winning. Next up for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, the Young Bucks defeated Private Party. There we
Great.
go. Yep. It's Tony Khan. Live photo of Tony Khan.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really that could be said about that. They want the rematch. They're like, it doesn't work for me, brother. MVP was like, listen, you guys, maybe you wanna, you know? Oh no, it was Stokely. Stokely was like, hey, maybe, and the other guy's probably better at singles anyway. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you should have had me with you. And they're like, wow, maybe he's right. No, I don't know what they said. I didn't care. So I moved on with my life and I went. Shelton Benjamin, he wrestled Leo Rush. That went the way you think it's gonna go.
Hmm.
And MVP, he's out there and boy, wow, like I love how revolutionary AEW is. It's like, look, obviously MVP is gonna have a faction, and look who he goes to. There's an acclaimed interview, and he comes in and he gives Bowens, not Bowens, the straight one. He gives the straight one, Caster. He gives him a
Hmm.
business card, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys, you could use maybe some representation from me,
Hmm.
MVP. Every brother should join." I mean, no, it's racist for that. You shouldn't have all the black talent together. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. WWE does that all the time. Well, let's do it here at AEW. Anyway, I
Yeah.
don't care. It doesn't.
Trends,
I don't
man.
complain. I don't care. I'm not one of
Hmm.
those people.
Hmm.
But don't not say anything when they do the same thing on AEW.
Seriously, if you
I
complain
don't
about one, you
care.
got to complain about the other.
Act like you got some goddamn sense, people! Damn!
I don't care who teams up with who.
Hmm.
I always thought that like they should put Chad Gable in there. I thought, you do something that would be interesting. I forgot who it was. Maybe it wasn't Chad Gable. It was somebody that I
I,
thought should be in the Hurt Business.
I think it was Gable because the tag team of Gable and Shelton is very much like Shelton and Charlie Haas.
Yeah, something like that. But you could have done that. You could have put someone in there, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. That's why are they there? That's or even Karrion Cross before he got his new friends there. He could have fit there too if he wanted to.
Hmm.
But no, let's just do it this way. It's fine. I don't care. Whatever. Swerve Strickland was wearing a jacket from a game I like, Mass Effect. It had the logo on it. I'm like, okay, this guy knows he's a man of culture.
Hmm.
And I don't remember. Oh yeah, so not Bowens, the straight one, Caster.
Hmm.
Bowens said that they don't need him, and Caster put the business card in his pocket. Not like he was
Hmm.
trying to hide it or anything, but he kept that. So
Hmm.
it's probably going to be over for those guys soon. Caster's got a mustache. When you have a mustache, that means you're going to go heel.
Right, Hangman?
Or Vince McMahon.
Uh,
Either way, doesn't matter.
I think with Vince, it was just like we realized he was a heel, like a
Yeah,
super heel.
That won't be necessary.
sure. I mean, you know,
Allegedly,
the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
indeed.
So I'm gonna.
Right. So moving on from that, we had Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho for the ROH World Title.
You like to see homos naked?
Only way you make it.
Mark Briscoe successfully defending ROH World Title as we predicted last week, continuing his ROH World Championship run.
That's right.
Yeah, Mark Briscoe wanted to get revenge on Jericho for some really messed up stuff that Jericho said about his brother, as we know.
Well, Chris Jericho wants a rematch. He wants to become a two-time ROH champion, just like Jay Briscoe. He said that. So we'll see what happens there.
And then in our main event, we had Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson. Moxley defeating Bryan Danielson which allowed you, Basement Chair, to retain the prestigious WFC Championship and Moxley to become, is this 3-time AEW World Champion?
I don't know, probably.
And then he gave the belt to, I think, Yuta, and they put it in a black sack.
For the record, I did not. I didn't hate Wrestle Dream. I just want to give some feedback here that I didn't get to. I didn't quite get to make in the video because of what was going on inside my mind and my soul. Um, I thought Moxley, like obviously I picked Moxley, um, but I really didn't think he was gonna win, but he did. Uh, I thought it was fine because it looks to me like they want to build a sort of like a force of like just bad dudes, and basically they're trying to make their roster less complacent. And in order to fight off the Blackpool Comedy Club, Combat Club, they're going to have to step it up. No more silliness. Like even the Dark Order is like, look, we got to get serious, and this might eventually lead to the Young Bucks coming back to being good again or not. Who cares? But really, the idea looks to me like Darby Allin is going to be like what Sting was back in the NWO days. He was coming and he was kicking ass in the name of WCW. So maybe I don't know, but I gotta edit the rest of this, get this out to y'all. Yeah, I hope you. I hope it finds you well. Yeah, I don't know. Now it's in a case. It's
Hmm.
now in a case that Pac was carrying and hitting people with it when he attacked those people on Dynamite. It has. I have not seen the championship
Hmm.
since Wrestle Dream. Obviously, Moxley had one job and he didn't do it, and so Danielson lost because Moxley didn't do the job that he was supposed to do. So yeah, that's where we are. One job, he didn't do it. So Brian Danielson's full-time AEW career is over. And they keep saying it that way because his ass is coming back.
Yeah.
He can't stop because he's addicted. He's an addict.
Yeah. He's going by the old adage of never say never. He's not saying never.
It's supposed to be the final countdown, but it's a
Da-na-na-na.
semi-final countdown. Wrestle Dream. What a dream.
Wrestle Dream. All right. So that was Wrestle Dream. Let us know your thoughts. What'd you think of Wrestle Dream? What'd you think about Dynamite this week? Any specific clips we should check out that we maybe haven't seen? Post down below.
Fellow Earthlings, please listen. We need your energy now. Raise your hands up. I beg of you.
All right, since it is Wednesday, last night, today's Thursday, damn it. All right, so Tuesday night, as always, we had NXT. I watched it yesterday, and they're gearing up for Halloween Havoc, which is a week from this Saturday. So there is one additional episode of NXT before Halloween Havoc, but we have the wheel. The wheel was on the stage. There was wheel spinning happening. And let's talk about what Halloween Havoc looks like so far. First up, we had Tony D came out. Obafemi comes out. And Oba spins the wheel. Oba's getting his rematch for the North American Championship in a tables, ladders, and scares match.
It's a stupid match. Were you gonna have ghosts come out, people dressed up in goofy costumes?
Zombie ref.
Olafemi doesn't need to be involved in something like this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's a way for D'Angelo not to defend his championship in a regular singles match against Oba. This time, D'Angelo could get help from the family.
Yeah.
Unlike before, because there's no disqualification, I'm assuming. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Tony was saying how he got in Obafemi's head. He gave him a false sense of security. He made him think he was scared and broken when he wasn't. Like, yeah, okay.
I
That's
don't
how he
think
beat
that's
him.
a bold strategy,
Yeah.
but okay.
It was like a roll up.
Yeah.
All right. Next up on the wheel, I think there was only one other wheel spin. Yes. After Ethan Page defeats Javon Evans and Wes Lee to become number one contender to the NXT World Title, he calls out Trick to spin the wheel. Trick spins. Oh, Ethan spins rather, and lands on Devil's Playground. So just tell me that Abyss is going to be the producer of this match. Then Ethan Page, of course, clocks Trick with it looks like a piece of lighting equipment, but doesn't seem to match any of the other lighting equipment around. So I think it was just.
But he thinks he's the devil
Aluminum.
now. Ethan Page is the devil.
Yeah, something like that.
I thought Adam Cole was the devil, but he's not the devil.
That was AEW, but yeah, it's So don't call yourself the devil. No one should call themselves the devil. It's silly. Nothing else. So there was a vignette for some woman wrestler who I did not recognize. So we had the return of Nikita Lyons. She beat Lola Vice with the Lions Roar, which is the Vader Bomb.
Yeah, glad Nikita Lyons is back.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the mechanics of the match that closely. But we also had the in-ring, I guess, singles debut of Stephanie Vacour. I'm probably always going to say that wrong.
That's okay.
And I like her style. The submission style works for me. It's always sort of been a style I like. She beat Ren Sinclair, the Cradle Backbreaker.
I mean, she challenged her last week, and she got what she wanted. She got what she wanted right there. That's right there. Yep.
Right there. And there was also a segment, Tatum Paxley talking about Wendy Chu, and then Jada Parker interrupted this whole playing with doll thing and whatever she's doing, whatever Tatum's doing. I like Tatum, but what's she doing?
Playing with dolls. I don't know.
Cut my life into pieces.
It's not for me to judge.
They did something a little like that, not quite as dark in TNA with the Dollhouse. That what was her name? Tiffany, that used to be the GM of WWECW. I don't remember her last name, but she was the leader of that for a while.
Oh,
Rebel was
okay.
in it, I think. I think Mia Yim was in it briefly.
I don't think that's the name she used, was it?
No, it was Jade.
There you go.
Oh, I don't remember her name. All right. I can't test my memory. I'm always going to fail. Let us know what you thought of NXT, Wrestle Dream, all that. But just got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall, so make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the booker.